Close SportsPulse USA Today Sports George Schroeder breaks down the matchup between Michigan and Penn State. USA Today Sports. We've reached that time of year where athletics directors are quietly reaching out to search firms just in case there's a need to make a coaching change. Here at the firm of Wolken, there's actually just one Wolken at this firm, but multiple names makes it seem more official. We're offering a great deal this year. Our advice is 100% free of charge, though we can't list every name you should be looking at. We've saved you the time and trouble and narrowed it down to the candidate you should shoot for the moon to acquire, the candidate you could get tomorrow if your A-list superstar doesn't want the job, and finally, someone who would at least be entertaining if all else fails. So save your money, athletics directors, and just trust us to take care of everything if you think you're going to need a new coach. Wink wink. More USA Today Sports. College football staff picks for Week 8 QUESTION roundtable as Alabama headed for an unbeaten season. Week 8 Notre Dame-esque matchup this time has magnitude. Current coach Mike Riley, third season, 18-14, hot seat level 810 dream hire. Justin Fuente. The Oklahoma-Nebraska rivalry is sadly as extinct as the American Mastodon, but one person who would still have an appreciation for what Cornhuskers football means is Fuente, a Tulsa native who played quarterback for the Sooners before transferring. He started for Oklahoma in 1996 against Nebraska, completing 6 of 15 passes with 3 interceptions in a 7,321 loss. Turns out Fuente became a much better coach than player, though it will be difficult to pry him away from a very comfortable situation at Virginia Tech, where he's 155 midway through his second season. Nebraska would be dumb not to at least inquire if he's interested in getting back closer to home. Central Florida head coach Scott Frost. Photo James Guillory, USA Today Sports. Sensible hire Scott Frost. The verdict on whether Frost can successfully run his own program has come quickly. The answer is yes. UCF's offensive efficiency is downright scary at times, and the Knights are positioned well at 50 to be the Group of 5 representative in a New Year's Six bowl. Still, he's only been a head coach for 2 years, so it's a bit of a risk whether his approach would translate up a level. Moreover, would a prodigal son scenario even be healthy for Frost given the sky-high expectations of a legendary player coming back to rescue the program from irrelevance? Still, the alma mater pull could be strong for Frost, and it would make all the sense in the world if this happened. Entertainment value hire Mike Leach. Bringing Bill Moose from Washington State aboard as athletics director has given rise to speculation that the quirky Leach might follow his weekly sessions with the rather large Nebraska media corps would be appointment viewing. Tennessee current coach Butch Jones, 5th season, 3,324, hot seat level 1010 dream hire. John Gruden. Though his TV gig reportedly pays him $6.5 million per year for a fraction of the workload and pressure that comes along with being a college coach, this groomer will never die. And there's always just enough circumstantial evidence to keep it going, including showing up at a Vols game last weekend. Of course, Gruden's wife is a former Tennessee cheerleader, and his son goes to school in Knoxville, so the connections are obvious. But until Gruden actually expresses a desire to get back into coaching, and particularly at the college level where he has no relevant experience at all, it's best to remain skeptical. Southern Methodist Mustangs head coach Chad Morris. Photo Andrew Deeb, USA Today Sports. Sensible hire Chad Morris. Tennessee fans are naturally drawn to the past. You'll hear plenty of calls to bring back Phil Fulmer, David Cutcliffe, or even try to hire Peyton Manning, but which current program should the Vols try to model? That would be Clemson, which is in the similar position of having a limited amount of in-state talent available, but has established an attractive brand that draws players from Georgia, Florida, and even the Northeast. Who knows how to do that better than Morris, the former Clemson offensive coordinator? Forget his 11-19 record at SMU. He took over an absolute dumpster fire and has transformed it into a very competitive AAC outfit in fairly short order. Morris is a sharp offensive mind, blows away someone like Butch Jones in the charisma department, and knows the recruiting landscape in areas like Georgia where the Vols need wins. Entertainment value hire Lane Kiffin, who says you can't go home again even though there's no way this could happen. Kiffin isn't afraid to fan the flames. This week, in fact, he followed a parody account on Twitter called it @CoachKiffin. Ole Miss current coach Matt Luke, interim, 33, hot seat level dream hire Paul Johnson. If you subscribe to the theory that you need to do something a little bit different at Ole Miss to compete with the big boys, why not give the triple option a try? Say what you want, but Johnson's approach flat out works. Heck, Georgia Tech has won just as many SEC games in the last calendar year as Ole Miss. It's true, look it up. Johnson has been at Georgia Tech for 10 years, and he's enjoying perhaps as good a relationship with his administration as he's ever had. But he also loves a good challenge, and at age 60 time is running out if he wants to make one more career move. It's worth a shot because he'd win. And he wouldn't cheat. UAB Blazers head coach Bill Clark. 09.jpg Photo Marvin Gentry, USA Today Sports Sensible hire Bill Clark. If you're looking for someone who has shown the ability to overcome impossible circumstances, and NCAA sanctions might well make the Ole Miss job next to impossible, take a close look at Clark's work at UAB. After the program's self-imposed death penalty, the Blazers are near miraculous 42 in their comeback season. And that follows his 66 record in 2014, which was incredible in its own right. Clark can flat-out coach and is highly charismatic without being inauthentic. It might be a big leap from UAB to an SEC job, but Clark could handle it. Entertainment value higher. Les Miles. It's clear the 63-year-old Miles wants to get back in the game. And if Ole Miss program is going to be set back significantly by NCAA sanctions, the situation might call for a well-respected caretaker. Frankly, given the number of milquetoast personalities among the current SEC coaching ranks, a landing spot for the hat would be welcome for fans and scribes alike. Close. SportsPulse. USA Today Sports college football reporter Paul Meyerberg breaks down the hottest headlines from Week 7. USA Today Sports Arkansas current coach Brett Bielema 5th season, 2,730, hot seat level 710 dream hire Mike Gundy. Every year, there's just enough noise surrounding his relationship with the Oklahoma State administration and mega booster T. Boone Pickens to make it seem like Gundy is ready to leave his alma mater. And every year, he pulls back from the brink and stays in his comfort zone. Gundy got a new contract this past summer to bring him above $4.2 million annually, so money won't really be a factor. Gundy is just hard enough to make it worth asking, while realizing he's likely going to stay in Stillwater at the end of the day. But wouldn't it be fun to see his offense in the SEC, and in terms of a cultural fit, the mulleted one would slide right in. After all, you can rattlesnake hunt just as well in Northwest Arkansas as you can in Northeast Oklahoma. Memphis Tigers head coach Mike Norvell. Photo Justin Ford. USA Today Sports sensible hire Mike Norvell. The 36-year-old Memphis coach has grown up a lot since he was sporting cornrows as a wide receiver at Central Arkansas in the early 2000s. Though Justin Fuente got Memphis' program started as a power in the AAC, Norvell has taken it up a notch and has drawn notice from around the country this season for beating UCLA and Navy. Though his system would need a little more attention to defense in the SEC, his offense has already been proven in a Power 5 league when he was at Arizona State. His presence suggests immaturity beyond his years. Entertainment value hire Dana Holgorsen. Fill up those red Solo cups with Red Bull and get rocking. Holgorsen's offense is proven at the Power 5 level. He's one of the best quotes in college football, and he might just be gettable, having probably hit the ceiling at West Virginia.